What do you think there's a better chance of? Trump not being able to be your party's nominee or Biden not being the Democrats' nominee?
I think there's a better chance that Trump won't be the Republican nominee. But I could see that Biden might drop away, too. Look, I think that one of the biggest things that might motivate him to go away are these charges against his son. Hunter Biden now is facing some serious jail time on the gun charge that was brought against him just today. There are more charges to come, I suspect, regarding taxes and maybe other issues that the special counsel is going to look at. And so I would not be surprised if Joe Biden, as a way of trying to take some of the heat off of his own son, might decide not to run. But I still think if you made me bet which is more likely, I think it's more likely that Biden will be the Democratic nominee than it is that Trump will be the Republican nominee.
Although both of them, you could argue, have more interest in being the nominee than anybody else, because Trump may need to win in order to, get himself out of trouble. And Biden may think, I need to win because I may have to pardon my own son. And people may hate me for it, but what do I care? You know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. Anyway, a lot of intrigue, and a lot of it sucks, by the way. It's horrible what kind of history we're making in this country right now with the most indictments.
Chris, all of it.
Last word, Gov.
All of it is awful. Yeah. All of it's awful. Look, the idea that this country, the greatest democracy the world has ever seen, might offer its citizens as a choice for President of the United States 82-year-old Joe Biden with a son who's been charged with crimes, or 78-year-old Donald Trump, who he himself has been charged with crimes, and members of his family have been on the grift and benefiting from his time as president. We can do much better as a country. We should do much better as a country. That's why I'm on that stage debating. I'll be there in 2 weeks at the Reagan Library. We've qualified for that debate. And I tell your viewers all the time, you want to keep me on that stage when Trump shows up to hold his feet to the fire, go to chrischristie.com, give $1, give $5, continue to keep us on that stage so that we can continue to fight the fight that we're fighting for truth in this country.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.